On a particularly cool, crisp but sunny morning, a tall, stately gentleman was walking through a village neighborhood. He had been renting for many years, slowly saving money to purchase his own cottage. As he walked casually down this one street, he was enamored with its calm beauty, thinking to himself, "I would love to own a cottage on this street." After walking some distance, realizing that he was coming to the end of the street, he saw such a stunning little cottage, and it had a "for sale" sign. He couldn't believe his eyes. The owners were in the front yard working, so he approached them. After speaking with the owners at length, he took a short tour of the home. It had some quirks and maybe wasn't perfect, but he thought, "I'll make this my home, it just needs some loving care." The next day he returned to finalize the sale. A couple weeks later, he was finally moving into his new cottage, or at least new to him. It was many decades old but very well maintained. He proceeded to do some minor repairs and upgrades. Slowly, over the course of a few months, it became home in the truest sense of the word. Not just a place, but a living experience. He poured more time and money into his new home. Every day he began to appreciate living there a little more. Even its quirks became endearing. The tree next to the back door that dropped so many leaves in the fall and caused such a mess was so beautiful in the spring. By summer, the new leaves provided much-needed shade as he sat on his back patio. Though he contemplated removing it, he was so happy that he left it. He realized, perhaps God himself put that tree there just for this purpose. Sometime later, about 5 years after he moved in, he noticed something peculiar. Many of the once beautiful, aged cottages on his street were becoming dilapidated. Many of the families were moving out, complaining about the expense in time and money to maintain their homes. The street that was once so beautiful had become an eyesore. This saddened the man greatly, but he continued to care for his home with meticulous detail. Instead of a burden, it became like a perpetual love affair. He was quite happy and content. One spring day, the man took a walk. As he passed a neighbor's home, he noticed that his garden and cottage were in such a poor condition with a "for sale" sign in the yard. He inquired why the neighbor had let this happen. The neighbor shrugged and said, "Well, it just required too much work and care. My life is too busy, it just didn't seem worth the effort." The man replied, "But this is your home, this is where you..." Then the neighbor quickly interrupted, "My life is too busy. I have too many goals to accomplish to worry about this old place." The man pondered that last statement. This old place. He paused and began to speak in a calm but strong voice. This cottage you live in is not merely a place. It's a home, an experience of your daily life. The problem is that you no longer cherish it as the day you first moved in. The neighbor replied, "Oh yes, I did love it for the first few years. But it just became too difficult to maintain, and all of the repairs, it's just an old burden now, it's time to move on." The man, in his great wisdom, asked the neighbor, "Why do you work so hard to accomplish all of these goals?" To which the neighbor replied energetically, "You see, I have many financial goals, so I need to invest as much as I can to gain more returns." The man keenly observed the use of the word invest. So he told the neighbor, "Look at my cottage and gardens," to which the neighbor quickly replied, "Yes, your entire property is so beautiful, I wish mine looked like that too." The man paused and in a quiet, gentle voice and said a most profound statement. "I don't see my cottage and gardens as a burden, but rather as an investment. Instead of just maintaining a building and garden, I invested my heart into something I see as a home. It belongs to me and I belong to it. You can sell a house, but you can't sell a home." The neighbor, stunned by the man's speaking, simply put his head down. A tear began to form and roll smoothly down his cheek. Turning to the man, he whispered, "Thank you," then pulled up the "for sale" sign from his yard and walked slowly back to his cottage. As he approached the front door, he said, "I'm home." This parable is based on Ephesians 5:27-29. Ephesians 5:27, that he might present the church to himself glorious, not having spot or wrinkle or any such things, but that she would be holy and without blemish. Ephesians 5:28, in the same way, the husbands also ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his own wife loves himself. Ephesians 5:29, for no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it. If we truly cherish our marriage relationship, then we will see it not as a burden to maintain, but rather something of divine origin to invest in. May the Lord bless you spirit, soul, and body. Thank you for watching. Revelation 21, 2. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.